Hare Krishna sound. But other than these glimpses we catch of them, little else is known about this reclusive sect of people. They tend to keep to themselves a bit, living in communes and minding their own business. But one group of Krishnas from northern New South Wales has left the land for the highways and for human rights as well. Cassie O'Connor caught up with the Crusaders in their Noosa journey north.
It could only be called a travelling temple. How else would you describe this converted Greyhound bus, complete with altar, devotees and stained glass windows? As you may have guessed, this is no ordinary bus. This bus has a mission, and that mission should take it to every town and village in Australia before November this year. As part of a nationwide peace program, the Hare Krishnas from Wollongbar began their journey from the steps of the Soviet consulate in Sydney in April. They'd given themselves just 7 months to achieve what many would say was impossible. Gary Anderson, or Gora Gopala if you prefer his spiritual name, has been with the bus since it left Sydney. He doesn't think it'll be too difficult to convince 1 million Australians to sign the petitions, once they consider the nature of the Krishna cause. There are going to be people in towns across Australia that have never seen a Hare Krishna before. How do you think they're going to react to this bus full of Hare Krishnas?
Seeing us there might make people, think a bit. But what we want them to think about is that in other parts of the world, people are being persecuted for following the religion of their choice and practicing the human rights of their choice. So therefore, instead of being prejudiced towards us, we ask them to help in this campaign by signing our petition booklets. They're confidential and they'll be just presented to the Soviet authorities in Canberra when the time is right.
And just to prove how confidential the petitions are, when I asked Gary about the 2 New South Wales senators who've signed, the silence was deafening. Can I ask which 2? It's possible that one of the major inspirations for this trip was a 12-year-old boy from a Wollongbar with an angelic voice. Prahlad's song to the Russian leader to release 35 Krishnas in Soviet mental hospitals is what this bus is all about. But does the man himself, Mr. Gorbachev, know what the Krishnas are up to? The Ramaswamy, one of the leaders of the sect in Australia, is hopeful but realistic.
We've relayed our work to the Soviet ambassador here in Australia, and whether, of course, that's been passed on to the Soviet Union. I think pretty sure it's been passed on to the Soviet Union, whether it's gone all the way up to Mr. Gorbachev. Like anything else that goes on in Russia, it's a hard question to answer.
So far, people have given these colourful crusaders a good reception. Understandable if you consider the fact that your hosts offer a 5-course vegetarian meal, song and dance, all for signing a petition. Cassie O'Connor for Good Morning Australia.
Good luck to them. I want to travel around spreading a message of peace, that's all right with me.